Beltane blessings to you all. Hopefully, I just disconnected. Hopefully it comes back on. Again, Beltane blessings. I'm going to make sure everything is fine. Please say hello if you're jumping on. I'll let you look at my lovely altar that I've set up for us for this evening while I check my computer, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you look good, and I see some people jumping on already. Hi everybody, how are you? Hi Jill, hi Diane, hi Alana, hi Rochelle, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Wonderful to have you here with me. And I just wanted to start off with you being able to see the altar, and I'm going to spin you around for a minute, and we're going to talk about a couple things before we begin. And if at any time you want to set your intentions by posting in the comments, that's completely fine. You absolutely do not need to do that. But some people like to do it, because putting your intentions out there, it helps magnify it. All right, I think I'm actually going to turn the light on for a minute, just so I can see better. Go. And that way I can go over a couple things with you. And then if you want to grab anything, you'll have time to grab some things as well, unless you already have all your Beltane stuff out and ready to go. And then we'll get started. I figured we'd set some good intentions tonight. Much different than how I do my in-person rituals, but we'll still get those intentions out there. We'll still have that great collective energy here with all of us. I don't know about you guys, but I could really feel the shift of energy today. It was just amazing. And even though it was a dreary day, it was dreary where I live anyway, in Harrisville, Rhode Island, but it was just so high vibe. Even now, it feels amazing. I see the hearts. Yes, absolutely. Give me some more hearts if you agree. Tell me how you're feeling. How has your day been going? Have you been feeling the vibe? Tell me. Okay. So what I was called to do today was grab a candle for intentions. So with Beltane, right, this is the time of the year that the earth is becoming very fertile, right? Everything is coming together. It's growth. It's a very passionate time. It's a very sexy time of the year, all right? So the fires are starting to kindle, and just all of that energy of the summer is getting ready to come forward, right? So what I think of at that time as well too is putting your passions into motion, right? We've already planted the seeds, so let's make sure we give them a good push forward now, right? So I have chosen a everything and then some candle, and it's a nice yellow candle, so we're connecting with the solar energy. So with sun gods, if you follow that path, and I'm going to try to keep this pretty neutral. So a lot of different variations of these practices can follow and enjoy this time together, right? Okay, so again, connecting with the solar energy, okay? And like I said before, if you believe in any type of, gods and goddesses, that's connecting with sun gods, solar gods, that type of energy. All right, so let's see here. I see other people saying hi, 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 hi. So as I'm going through these things, I really suggest if you want to do this along with me, if you don't already have the things that you want to use already, go and grab it, you know, because it's going to take me a few minutes to go through these things, and I think it would be really intense, even more so intense, if you did it along with me, and then we'll have all of that energy together, right? So again, I have a yellow candle. You can use whatever corresponding candle that you have, all right? Or even just light a candle. That would be great too. And again, you don't have to do anything. You can just go off the energy that I'm providing here, okay? Whatever it is that you would like to do. Again, everything in more candle. So as I'm saying these things as well too, if you haven't already, start thinking about what intentions and what things you want to see coming forward. What do you want to bring into your life? What do you want, what do you want more of, right? So really working with those energies right now is very important, right? It's so important. Tonight I'm drinking my, what is it? Collagen. I've been drinking a lot of collagen lately because it's so good for you. And lemon, a full lemon, and water because I'm doing a detox. So yeah, fun for me. But hey, you know what? If you're having your wine, have your wine and enjoy a glass with me. I will be hydrating. All right, so we've got the candle all set, right? If you want to bring some oils just for smelling, for heightening the sensation, for connecting with those energies more, or even connecting with my energy more because we're using the same things, I brought in dragon's blood oil. So I will be anointing the candle with that, okay? In a downward fashion, so you're bringing it in, okay? So I'll show you after anyway, but you'll be bringing it in, okay? I also picked out cinnamon leaf. So cinnamon leaf it's really good for abundance. So I figured that would be a great one for all of us, especially those of us that are out of work right now and we're looking forward to getting our businesses back up and going, right? So that'll be good. Sandalwood rather. It's a good centering oil. It's a good centering smell, but it's also really good. Yeah, no, we'll go with centering. We'll go with centering for this because I think it's important right now for us to be centered. I think a lot of us are feeling very scattered at this time, so I think that's perfect. And then I chose ylang-ylang. So I love ylang-ylang. And that's a very sensual smell. And it goes right along with Beltane, okay? So very passionate time, very sensual time. So lots of fun there. So whatever you're feeling called to, if you have the essential oils, if you have the candles, if you have the herbs, go, like I said, go and grab them and let's do this together. All right, so we'll just magnify that energy and it'll be great. Okay, all right. So I also have a green candle here. And this is a money drawing candle, so I'm going to light that for everybody as well too. Again, just repeating what I had just said, everybody that's going back to work, okay? Everybody that's working, just abundance in general, okay? Monetary abundance in general is good. I think it's good for the economy. It's good for the world, really, you know, so we need that energy. We need to put those intentions out there, okay? You may want to grab your journals if you don't have one with you already, or even little sticky notes, okay? Maybe even something that you can rip out and put somewhere. Just, you know, if you're writing your intentions out, that's another really great thing to do because it just layers up on that energy, okay? Let's see. And a lot of crystals. So whatever type of crystals you're working with your intentions, okay? So for instance, with what we're doing now, you may want to use something like a carnelian crystal. All right, carnelian is one of my favorites. I talk about it all the time because it's working with that sacral chakra energy, right? Your passions, your drive, your creativity. It gives you the energy that you need. It's a very motivational crystal. I'm having trouble opening this little bag that I have. There we go. So again, whatever crystals you're working with, I actually have 2 pieces right here. So that would be a wonderful thing you could put by your candles, right? If you have a dish with your candle on it. I always like to use a heat-safe dish. Or, I don't want to skip ahead too much, and if anybody has any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll check real quick. But I'm going to keep going, all right, because I don't want to take too long. I want everybody to be able to enjoy it. Like I said, go grab your supplies if you want to participate. So going back to the little sticky notes, writing your intentions out, perfect time for that. Okay, let's see. So you would write your intentions out as specifically as possible on a little sticky note or on whatever you have, and you could put it somewhere. Like I brought up a dish, so I have a little dish here. So you could just put that in there, right? Or you could leave it around where you can see it, the words and everything, so it turns into more of an affirmation, right? And that's just another layer of energy that you can use to bring things in, to bring things into fruition, to manifest the things that you would like to manifest, okay? And going back to the dish, you could put corresponding herbs in there, okay? So I grabbed cinquefoil. So cinquefoil is great for so many things, as is all the things, right? So you could put in a little cinquefoil with that intention in your dish. Just another layer of that energy, right? You could put in one of those crystals that you wanted, a carnelian, or maybe you only have clear quartz crystal, which is perfect because then you can program it for whatever you want to, right? So you see where I'm going with this. So hopefully you have something that you can work with. And if not, that's completely fine. If at the very least, grab a pen and a paper and write out your intentions, okay? And just put it out there, right? So it's perfect. Whatever you have is perfect. So I am going to do a little bit of smudging, and then I'm not going to do a formal ritual, all right? Because again, I want to keep it, I just want to keep it pretty open so everybody can kind of enjoy this, so multiple people can enjoy it and won't be turned off by a specific way of practice, okay? Because I do have a lot of different people that follow my page, and this isn't private, so I want to cater to everybody, really, okay? All right, so again, I'm going to call in the quarters. I'm going to turn you around again and lower the lights and let you look at the altar. I'll call in the quarters, I'll do a little bit of drumming, and take the time to really connect with the energy of the altar, with the energy of the drumming, and thinking about what you want to bring in. Write it down on the paper. Go and get the crystals that correspond with it if you have it. Go get the oils. And then whenever I'm guided to come back, because I just go by what I'm guided to do, I'll come back and I will anoint the candles and light the candles for us, okay? And I will let those burn continually until they're finished, all right? So that's that. I think that's pretty much that. Let me just check here quick, and we'll see what's going on. Happy Beltane, yes, blessed Beltane to everybody. And again, if you want to write in the comments here, that's fantastic, because when people read your comments, it's just putting another layer of energy out into the universe, okay? So it's pretty cool. Let's see, hello, everybody. All right, so I'm not really seeing any questions here. A lot of highs, thank you for being here. Like I said before, just make the most of it, all right? Connect with the energy, make the most of it, ground yourself, just really visualize the outcome. Hey, Christy, I just saw those green hearts up there, awesome, thank you so much. So really visualize the outcome. How does it feel? How does it look of what you're trying to manifest, okay? So that is very powerful, all right? And that's what you want to do when you're trying to manifest something. That's what you want to do when you're doing something like this. You want to really just layer up on those intentions as much as you possibly can, okay? At this time too, really just tuning into the energy of Beltane. Tune into the energy of Beltane. Let yourself go. When I'm drumming, maybe you want to get up and you want to move your body around a little bit. When you move your body, it moves the energy, okay? It just flows the energy. Just feel the energy that's around you. It may feel like sensual energy, and that's completely fine. It's actually perfect because we're in Beltane, right? Very sensual time. It's okay. Go with the flow. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be beautiful. Allow yourself to feel all those feelings. We all need that right now. We need to take care of ourselves right now. We need to take care of each other, right? So hopefully I went over everything. If not, I'll come back to it. And like I said, if you have questions or if you want to put, I'm seeing a couple of silly things there. If you want to put any of your manifestations or your intentions rather in the comments, please do. Okay? All right, so I'm going to lower the lights and turn you around to the altar. And please go get your things, okay? Or at least get a piece of paper so you can write it down, okay? I'm just going really easy because this isn't the right holder for my cell phone and I don't want it to fall out. All right, I think that's good. Yeah, that looks good. So you can see I have all the crystals there, flowers, okay, so I have red flowers and yellow flowers and orange, which is perfect for connecting to those colors and the energies of Beltane. Obviously lots of fire because it's a fire Sabbath, right? Connecting with that solar energy. So really take a couple of moments to take that in, okay? And use that energy for writing your intentions. And in fact, I'm going to wait until after. I'm going to call in the quarters, do a little bit of drumming. Again, at that time, I want you to, make sure that's not crooked. I want you to write down your intentions, think about it, speak it if you can, and connect with that energy. And then after that, I will go back to my desk and light those candles for us after we've collected all that energy. Okay, good. We look pretty straight. All right, so doing a little smudging. If you have anything to smudge with, it'd be really great if you could do that as well. So I'm using white sage. I'm also going to burn a little bit of zinc foil. Okay, just putting that energy of manifestation into the air. If you have any type of anointing oil, now would be a great time to do that as well too. So if you had joined me when I was making my empowerment spray, which is under my videos, if you want to go back and look at it, you may want to spray yourself with that now. All the layers matter. And I'm loving this room right now because I can burn a little bit more than I can anywhere else. Definitely more than I can at my office. So again, zinc foil and white sage. Grounding yourself, knowing that everything is possible. Taking in that energy. And at this time, even if you wanted to, you could get up or you could turn into the directions, if you know the directions, if you follow them as well, north, south, east, and west, and you could call them in. I'm going to silently call them in, okay? Because as I said before, not all of us on here are following the same directions or the same spiritual path, okay? So I'm just going to call in those directions and create a sacred space for us, for myself here, and then we'll continue on. Actually, I will call the direction. I'm not going to call the, no, you know what? I'm not even going to do that because some people start in a different direction. Never mind. And at this time, you may also want to call in your guides if you work with guide energy. You may want to call in your ancestors if you work with ancestors. Any energies that are correct for you at this time. Now would be the time to do that. Get up, move your body, move your energy, allowing those things to come to you, allowing those things to flow. Hopefully you've had some time to go through what it is you want to bring in. I'm also going to do a little heart chakra. Feeling those things in your heart. Remember I said to visualize them, feel them, see them come to fruition. What does that feel like? What does it look like? that I said that I was going to use, right? I'm going to start off with the dragon's blood. Okay. And you can think of your intentions as I'm doing this as well. Okay. And remember, we're using the solar candle. Keeping in mind that we're working, if you're working with gods and goddesses, more of the motherly goddesses and the solar gods, okay? So bringing that energy in. Remember, this is an everything and more candle, okay? So what are those intentions that you want to bring in, all right? 3 times. Thinking what? Okay, what you want to bring in. Perfect. This is the cinnamon leaf, so I will put a little bit of that on there as well, and I will also put it in our abundance candle, monetary abundance candle. Okay, so just a few drops. Be very careful if you ever do this, okay, because you could start a fire. Okay, so obviously don't leave them unattended, all right? And like I said, I will allow these to burn. I have a place where I can put them. That's pretty much fire. I put it on my fireplace, all right? So using the sandalwood here, okay, and I'm going to use that on the yellow candle, okay? So more of a centering energy. So 3 times, right? Thinking about where you need to be centered, okay? Where do you feel ungrounded in your life? Where do you feel out of control in your life right now? All right, that's what you want to think about right now, okay? Bringing that in. Okay, perfect. And I always like to smell it and like wafted through my aura. Just connecting with that energy, just having that energy everywhere, always sending a little bit your way as well too, right? Yling-a-ling, sensuality, okay? Love in the hearts, guys, thank you. So a-ling-a-ling. Again, sensuality, and I associate that with love, and you should have love for yourself. You should have love for, obviously, the people that you love. You should have love for so many things, right? So what is it of that love that you're working with? What is it, especially self-love? So make sure you're working with that, all right? Taking care of yourself now, because we're all struggling a little bit here, right? So bringing in that self-love. And I'm also going to put a little bit of the dragon's blood oil in the monetary abundance candle as well too. Okay, so just speeding that process along. Again, very, very careful. Don't put a lot in there because the whole thing will catch on fire. Ask me how you know that. Okay. So again, I'm going to take this time as well too to write out a couple of my intentions. So if you haven't written out your intentions, please do so now. Okay, I'll take a minute to do so now. Okay. So what do we have here? So again, remember, you can take these sticky notes or whatever you're using and you can put them around your house and use them as affirmations. You can put them, I'm going to put them in a little bowl because I also will put affirmations around my house as well too, right? But I like to put herbs on top of it. I like to put crystals on top of it. And I'll set that aside, my candles as well too. So it's all that collective energy. And then I'll even go a few steps further and it'll be on the right altar in the right direction of the house, so on and so forth. But that's so many things, and that would be a class. Okay, right now we're just going to do this simple, casual Beltane ritual. So again, I have my intentions here. Okay, I have a carnelian crystal. I put some cinquefoil herb in there. And then you could go further and put whatever else you're drawn to in there as well too. You probably may even have some forsythia growing in your yard. A lot of people do now, right? You could grab a few petals of the forsythia and put that in there as well too, because forsythia is really great for manifestation, for bringing things to you, right? And it's connecting with those solar energies, the solar energy, right? So that's perfect. What else? So Beltane is also associated with the maypole, right? So I did bring in a string. So you could also grab a string and you could tie your intentions into the string as well too. And that's something that you could tie around your candle if it's a glass candle, obviously not if it's a burning candle. And you could also put that in your bowl, or you could do whatever you want with it. Put it where you can see it, put it on your altar if you have an altar, whatever makes sense to you. So just layering up on those intentions, similar to, or the same that you have in your dish or that you've written out. Okay, so there's that, right? And then you may want to add to it, and you can add to it during any time. So I would say let that sit there, and you let it sit there until it comes to fruition, all right? And you can always add to it if you want to. That's completely fine as well too, all right? Meditating with it is really good. It's really great. And just really doing the visualization process. How does it feel? How does this feel? How does it look? You know, so all those things. So I'm going to light our candle. Both of our candles. There we go. So monetary abundance, so taking a moment now, and you can think, and you can charge this candle as well too. Monetary abundance for everyone, right? For the world, for our economy, for us to get back in action, for us to get back in flow, right? So this is for all of us, right? This is for everybody. And what does that feel like? What does it look like? How fast is it happening? And wow, I can feel such a high vibe with that, like such a huge, huge vibe. All right, so really great stuff. Again, I will light this and I will let it burn until it's finished. Using those Beltane energies right now is perfect, and we're working our way up to the full moon, okay? So it's the perfect time, so bringing in those energies, bringing those energies to fruition is perfect, right? Again, just charging this one more time, that anything more candles, so whatever your intentions were, again, bringing that energy in. Again, massively high vibes with this, so really great, good stuff here. And lighting this candle. Again, if you're using the gods and goddesses, giving thanks to the motherly goddesses, many of them, the solar gods, many of them as well. Maybe giving a libation and thank you to all that participated. Thank you to all the energies that were here with us. Thank you to the directions. Thank you, right? Being in gratitude is where you always want to be. No matter what, there's always something to be grateful for. Okay. So now we're going to release the circle if you created a circle. We're going to give thanks to all the directions. And then I'll let you take one more look at the altar for a few minutes in case you want to really just soak in the energy a little bit more and put it out there. Now's the time to do it, right? So revisit that now that you've got all your stuff together, if you did all your things, even if you charge these things here, and just sit with that for a minute, all right? And then I'll let you know when I'm signing off, okay? So I'll actually turn you around again right now. So again, it's your time to give thanks to the quarters if you work with the quarters, okay? And if that's something that you'd be interested in a class or something with too, let me know, because that's something that I could do. It's something that I could offer, but I'd really like to know what my community is looking for with things like that. And at this time, you can take your hands and just thinking of the energy that you may have felt here watching this video, all the energy that you just felt within yourself and within your own space, and the energies that you are creating. And you may want to lift your hands up as if you're scooping up that energy and sending it up into the universe with the intentions that all is known, because all is known, and the intention that it has begun. So shall it be. Very good. Whew. So lots of good vibes there. Lots of good energy. I think that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you were able to feel some energy and enjoy the energy. And I'm going to actually look at the comments real quick before I sign off here. Alrighty. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So seeing lots of comments here, I love it. And I will definitely go through those again too on my own, and be putting my energy there with yours as well too. And if anybody else is inclined to do that, I really suggest it, because it just layers up on our energy and it's wonderful. Thank you about the altar. Okay, Melissa, I'll definitely get back to you. No worries, it's fine. Thank you for that. Oh, thank you for replying, Heather. That's perfect. Thank you so much. So lots of intentions here. All right. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not really seeing any questions. Thank you so much. I do miss our in-person rituals as well too so much, Carol. Yes, I can't wait. Can't wait to get back as soon as we can. Maybe even an outdoor one or two, you know, just to get acclimated, you know, to make sure it stays safe and everything. That would be great. And that's perfect timing too, so that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Nothing like a good outdoor ritual as long as there's not a lot of bugs. Let's see. Yes, it was wonderful to share space with you all as well too. Thank you for being here. I really loved it. And all right, that's about it. And blessed Beltane, and thank you for being here. All right, guys, have a great night.